What's up, agents? Today is March 24th and it is time for another vendor reset.
Perfect.
That's right, guys, another week has gone by and it is time for the vendor reset. I know the vendors have been nerfed extremely bad, so bear with me. It is still good to know what's out there in case you're looking for like a supplement piece until you find what you're really looking for, or something really good drops to replace it. As always, thank you guys for supporting the channel. I know my video yesterday is getting a lot of traction, and it's really cool to see people being very level-headed with their comments and everything like that. It's nice to have an actual conversation instead of people flexing all the time. It's really amazing. That really shows me how great this community really is. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into these items. Alright guys, starting off with the Police Ump 45 with 58.8k base damage, the Honey Badger making its return, 43.3k base damage with 6% assault rifle damage, 7% health damage, and 3% rate of fire with Reformation. We're going to skip the pistol. The Badger Tough pack has 108k armor, 7% hazard protection, 10% weapon handling with Companion. I actually like Companion. I don't mind that for a backpack talent. Let's see, the Overlord chest piece, 7% weapon damage, 3.9% headshot damage, and 9% weapon handling. The offensive mod is 4.9% headshot damage. We're going to skip the purples here, and the chem launcher, or sticky bomb, sorry, has 5.6% damage. That's not too bad. It's almost halfway rolled, so that's going to do it from the base of operations vendor. Let's shoot over to the clan vendor. Alright guys, we made it to the clan vendor, and this is a new named LMG, new reliable. It's got 49.4k base damage, 8% LMG boost, which is almost halfway, 10% to damage to target out of cover, 4% rate of fire, and perfectly optimized, going to keep that bad boy steady for you. The Aces pads are going to have 10.4% weapon damage and 4.7% weapon damage. Now, this is just a theory, but I think the clan vendors are always going to have better rolls than the standard vendors. I think that's pretty cool if that's how the case really is, if that's really the case, I should say. Kind of gives you more of a reason to just jump over to the clan vendor. Let's see, the Striker Mask has 12.9% weapon damage. I like that. The 7.8% hazard protection with an empty slot. Hardwired pads, obviously one skill tier, 6.1% headshot damage. The P416 G3 rifle has 44.7k damage, 6% assault rifle damage, max damage to health. That's awesome. I would grab that even if you're just trying to, pad the library stats in there. The M1A, this thing is so controversial. It's got 141k base damage, 9% rifle damage, 10% crit damage, and 7.5% reload speed with steady-handed. The Badger Mask, 122k armor, 15k health, and 7.2 explosive resistance. The Providence Piece, let's see, the Chesty, we got 11.6 weapon damage, 8.6 status effect, and 15k health with Tag Team. The SOCOM M1A has 141k base damage, 10% rifle damage, 3% crit damage, 8% damage to targets out of cover with Breadbasket. The Petrov holster looking like 10.2 weapon damage, 10.4 skill haste, and 16% repair skills. The Sokolov chest piece, let's see, 9.4 weapon damage, 4.7 crit damage, 15k on health, and Gunslinger. Utility mod, 10.3 skill haste, not too bad. The slip fit tube is going to be 6.4% burn strength, not too bad. Offensive mod, 4.1 crit chance. That's, you know what, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the crit chance mods are very stingy in this game. I am getting hardly any drops for crit chance mod. I have one 7, I think it's 8%, but still, these are hard to come by for some reason. Let's see, let's see which drone is this. For the drone, blasting power, 6.5% duration. So if you're a collectible, if you're a collector, grab the new reliable. It's going to keep that bad boy stable for you. 45 mag though, that's pretty small. But still, if you're a collector, grab the new reliable. I really think that the striker mask is actually really good. So if you're looking for a striker mask, grab that. All right, we're going to shoot over to the theater as always. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, we made it. Let's see what he's got. The M870 Express, 523k base damage with preparation. The Urban MDR with 103k base damage, 7% rifle damage, and 10 crit damage with 5.9 accuracy and eyeless. The Richter and Kreiser gloves have 2k armor regen and 5% skill damage. Fenris pads, 6.3 weapon damage, 4.8 skill damage, and 13k health. We're going to skip over the purples. Let's see, 10% protection from elites. Here we go, Seeker mod, 3.5% radius. Liquid metal for the shield, 3.5 deflector damage. We have the 1 to max target and the decoy with 4% health. Again, as always, not anything super fantastic here at the theater except for the maybe 10% protection from elites. Radius is always good. As you can see at the clan vendor, most of the items were rolled over the midpoint here, and all the vendors I'm noticing are just under it. So nothing too great from here. Save your money. Let's shoot over to the campus and hope for better results. All right, guys, we made it over here to the campus. It really sucks how much they've nerfed the vendors, except for the clan vendors. So there's going to be a lot of potential in the clan vendors, and I'm hoping a little bit more potential in the DZ vendors. Again, guys, thanks for supporting the video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we do this every week, as well as Cassie Mendoza and the Snitch. Let's see what she's got here. All right, tons of purples, but that sometimes isn't a bad thing. So the custom M44 with 323k base damage, 7% marksman rifle damage, and 66 headshot damage with preservation. The Stoner LMG, 4.3k base damage, 5% LMG damage, and 5% out of cover with Ranger. The Providence Mask, 6.1% weapon damage, 4.7. I mean, these vendors are... you're pretty much wasting your money at these vendors at this point. The utility mod, 13.7% skill repair, not too bad. Let's see, the 4.9 ensnare. The Hive has 3% radius, not super great. You're really wasting your money at the normal vendors. Let's hope we have better luck in the DZ. All right, we've reached DZ West, and I'm hoping that the DZs and the clan vendors have better items. Let's see, the SASG 12, 300k base damage, 8% shotgun damage, 7% damage of armor, and 6.4% reload speed with breadbasket. The LVOAC has 89k base damage, 7% rifle, 9% crit damage, and 4% damage to armor with fast hands. See, this would be a great rifle if these rolls were better. It just sucks that they're nerfing them so bad. The tip of the spear gloves, 6.7 weapon damage, 8.3 skill haste. The ongoing directive pad, 6.1% weapon damage, 2.7 crit chance. The gloves, 53k armor, 6.5% status effect, and 3k armor regen. The Hana U pads have 3% crit chance and 4.5% skill damage. I'm sorry. The defensive mod, 12k armor on kill. The Seeker Mine mod has 2.8% damage. The Shield mod, 3.3 shield health. And the Firefly, 4.9% speed. And the Decoy, 5% duration. I'm thinking, they even nerfed the DZ vendor, which tells me that this is lumped in with the normal vendors. So let's go down to DZ South and see what they got. Alright guys, we made it to DZ South, and you know what I was really hoping? I was really hoping that even if they did nerf the vendors, that the DZ stuff would be a little bit better, because the gear in the DZ is supposed to be better. It's supposed to be better gear, better rolled gear. That's why you go in there for that better gear. So I was kind of hoping that when they nerf the vendors, that this stuff would kind of stay a little bit buffed, because it's so much harder to get the DZ resources, and to have these items the exact same as regular vendors really kind of hurts the purpose of farming DZ resources. It kind of sucks. But anyway, that aside, let's see what he's got. All right, we're starting with the Police T821 with 53.7k base damage, 6% SMG, 8.5% crit chance with breadbasket. Let's see, to save some time here, if it's not over awesome. We're just going to skip over it and see what it is because I feel that it's wasting everyone's time going over these mid-tier gears. The ongoing directive pack has 7.8% weapon damage, 10% weapon handling with emergency requisition. The True Patriot chest piece, 78k armor, 3.1% crit chance. The Kasaka Viroba, punch me in the face if I said that wrong, 7% weapon damage, 7% status effect, 12k health with energize. Sokolov, the chest piece, has 8% weapon damage, 7.9% skill haste, 2.4 crit chance with spotter. Offensive mod is 8.7% crit damage. Crit damage is dropped for me like nobody's business. I don't know why crit chances won't. The duration for the drone, 3.1%. The turret spare parts, 4.4% health. And the improv sticky payload is the 4.1% blast radius, which is not that bad. But for 72 DZ resources, again, I wish this gear was actually worth, you know, something because of how hard it is to get DZ resources. I mean, I guess it's still good to know what's out here because just say you need one more piece of True Patriot to get the full flag, you know what I mean? Then this is a good supplement piece until you get that. But again, for 108 DZ resources, I'd like to see, you know, something rolled up here at least. So yeah, that's it for DZ South. We're going to stop at the last one, which is DZ East, and see what the... Alright guys, coming up to the last stop, DZ East. Looks like we have the Surplus SVD with 152k base damage, 6% rifle damage, 61% headshot damage with Reformation. The Infinity MG5 is going to have 41k base damage, 5% LMG, 5% damage to target out of color with steady-handed cover. The ongoing directive mass, 6.6 weapon damage, 7.3 status effect. The striker holster, 6.7 weapon damage, 4.5 explosive resistance. The Petrov mask has 6.1% weapon damage, 11k health, 6.5 hazard protection. Overlord holster, 7.8 weapon damage, 7.3 hazard protection, 3.4 crit chance. The utility mod, 6.6 skill duration. The sticky bomb, 1 ammo. The hive is 4 stem charges. The pulse, 5.8% radius, and the trap, 4.3% duration. I think what I'm going to do, guys, moving forward is I'm just going to do the gear items, the gear set items in the DZ vendors. I think that we're wasting a lot of time with very low rolled gear because of the vendors are so nerfed. And I think so for next week's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the clan vendor and only do the vendors that have the gear set items and hope that they are rolled better, because I don't want to waste your guys' time as well as mine making these videos and having you guys sit through crap, basically. So thanks for supporting this video. Next video is going to be a lot shorter because I'm only going to do the gear set items, and if there's a I highly doubt, but if there's a god rolled item, I'll let you guys know about that. I hate making 14-minute long videos for you guys to only need like 5 minutes worth of stuff. So next week's going to be a little bit different, so stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for supporting the channel. The next video is going to be on this week's season stuff. That'll be out either later today or tomorrow. And meet me in the comments, guys. Let me know if you would rather do that new format of just the gear set items and if there's a god roll item, because again, you're saving me time, you're saving you time, and let's just keep the content good and keep the game flowing. So thank you so much, agents. We'll catch you in the next video.
Perfect.